Now, as I understand it, the points stand thus. In 4th place, Hufflepuff. In 3rd place, Ravenclaw. In 2nd place, Slytherin. And in 1st place, Gryffindor. I have a few last-minute points to dish out. Let me see. Yes. First, to Mr. Ronald Weasley for the best played game of chess Hogwarts has seen in many years. I award Gryffindor House 10 points. Second, to Miss Hermione Granger for the use of cool logic in the face of fire. I award Gryffindor House 10 points. Third, to Mr. Harry Potter for pure nerve and outstanding courage. I award Gryffindor House 10 points.
The House Cup ceremony will be starting soon. We should make our way to the Great Hall.
Hermione's right, Harry. You don't want to miss this. We've got a real chance to beat Slytherin.
Come on, Harry, let's go.
Yeah, I hope we've got enough house points to beat Slytherin. I'd really love to see Malfoy's face if we do it. I bet we've got enough house points to win the cup, Harry. Let's go in now. I want to see Malfoy squirm. Well, when you're ready, Harry, we'll go in.
Well, when you're ready, Harry, we'll go in.
The house point totals are being calculated. We come to the end of another most eventful year at Hogwarts. And so, for their many achievements and outstanding commitment to the school, it is with great pleasure that I present the House Cup to Gryffindor.
Merlin. Medieval, dates unknown. Most famous wizard of all time, sometimes known as the Prince of Enchanters, part of the court of King Arthur. Cornelius Agrippa, 1486 to 1535, celebrated wizard imprisoned by the non-magical for his writings. Elfrida Clegg, 1612 to 1687, chieftainess of Warlock's Council. Grogan Stump, 1770 to 1884, popular minister for magic, appointed 1811. Gulliver Pokeby, 1750 to 1839, expert on magical birds, first to identify meaning of augury song. Glanmore Peaks, 1677 to 1761, famous slayer of the sea serpent of Cromer. Hesper Starkey, 1881 to 1973, witch who studied the use of phases of the moon in potion making. Derwent Shimpling, 1912 to the present, ate an entire venomous tentacula for a bet and survived, though is still purple. Gunhilda of Gorsmore, 1556 to 1639, one-eyed, humpbacked witch famous for developing a cure for dragonpox. Burdock Muldoon, 1429 to 1490, chief of Wizards' Council, 1448 to 50. Herpo the Foul, ancient Greek, first known creator of the basilisk. Merwin the Malicious, medieval, dates unknown, credited with the invention of many unpleasant jinxes and hexes. Andros the Invincible, ancient Greek, alleged to have been the only known wizard to produce a Patronus the size of a giant. Fulbert the Fearful, 1014 to 1097, famous for being so cowardly he never ventured out of his house, died when a defensive charm backfired and the roof fell in. Paracelsus, 1493 to 1541, renowned physician, alchemist and surgeon. Cleodne, medieval, dates unknown, Irish druidess who discovered properties of moon dew. Morgan Le Fay, medieval, dates unknown, King Arthur's half-sister, dark sorceress, enemy of Merlin. Ulrich the Oddball, medieval, dates unknown, highly eccentric wizard who is famed, among other things, for wearing a jellyfish for a hat. Newt Scamander, 1897 to the present, celebrated author of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Gwendolen the Weird, medieval, dates unknown, alleged to have enjoyed being burnt at the stake so much that she allowed herself to be captured 14 times in various disguises. Lord Stoddard Withers, 1672 to 1769, breeder of flying horses. Circe, ancient Greek, lived on the island of Aeaea, expert at turning lost sailors into pigs. Glenda Chittock, 1964 to the present, popular presenter of the WWN, Wizarding Wireless Network program, Witching Hour. Adalbert Waffling, 1899 to 1981, famous magical theoretician. Perpetua Fancourt, 1900 to 1991, witch who invented the lunoscope. Almeric Sawbridge, 1602 to 1699, famous for conquering the river troll that was terrorizing those trying to cross the Wye River. River troll in question believed to be one of the largest ever to exist in Britain, with a weight of 1 ton. Mirabella Plunkett, 1839 to unknown date. Famous for falling in love with a merman in Loch Lomond while on holiday. When her parents forbade her to marry him, she transfigured herself into a haddock and was never seen again. Tilly Toke, 1903 to 1991. Gained Order of Merlin First Class for saving the lives of non-magical tourists during the Ilfracombe incident of 1932, when a dragon swooped down on a beach full of sunbathers. Archibald Alderton, 1568 to 1623. Famous for blowing up the hamlet of Little Dropping in Hampshire whilst attempting to magically mix a birthday cake. Artemisia Lufkin, 1754 to 1825. First witch to become Minister for Magic. Balfour Blaine, 1566 to 1629. Established the Committee on Experimental Charms. Bridget Wenlock, 1202 to 1285. Famous arithmancer, first to establish the magical properties of the number 7. Beaumont Marjoribanks, 1742 to 1845. Pioneer of herbology and collector of many rare and magical flowers, discovered gillyweed. Donaghan Tremlett, 1972 to the present day. Bass player with the popular wizarding band The Weird Sisters. Bowman Wright, 1492 to 1560. Famous for developing the golden snitch. Jocelyn Wadcock, 1911 to the present. Chaser for Puddlemere United Quidditch team. Record for highest number of goals during British season this century, against Ballycastle Bats, 1931. Cassandra Verblatsky, 1894 to 1997. Celebrated seer and author of Unfogging the Future. Chauncey Oldridge, 1342 to 1379. First known victim of dragonpox. Gwennog Jones, 1968 to the present. Captain and beater of only all-female national Quidditch team, the Holyhead Harpies. Carlotta Pinkstone, 1922 to the present. Famous campaigner for lifting the International Confederation of Wizards' Statute of Secrecy and telling the non-magical that wizards still exist. Ms. Pinkstone has been imprisoned several times for her blatant and deliberate use of magic in public places. Godric Gryffindor, medieval, dates unknown. Co-founder of Hogwarts, gave his name to one of the 4 Hogwarts houses. Crispin Cronk, 1795 to 1872. Sent to Azkaban for continuing to keep sphinxes in his back garden despite repeated warnings. Cyprian Udall, 1312 to 1357. Only Quidditch referee ever to be killed during a match. The originator of the curse was never caught, but believed to have been a member of the crowd. Devlin Whitehorn, 1945 to the present. Founder of the Nimbus Racing Broom Company. Dunbar Oglethorpe, 1968 to the present. Chief of Quabble, Quidditch Union for the administration and betterment of the British League and its endeavours. Miranda Goshawk, 1921 to the present. Famous spellbook writer. Edgar Struelger, 1703 to 1798, inventor of the sneakerscope. Salazar Slytherin, medieval, dates unknown. Co-founder of Hogwarts, gave his name to one of the 4 Hogwarts houses. Elladora Ketteridge, 1656 to 1729, witch who discovered the use of gillyweed when she nearly suffocated after eating it and recovered only when she stuck her head into a bucket of water. Musidora Barquith, 1520 to 1666, composer of the unfinished Wizarding Suite, which features an exploding tuba. Its performance has been banned since its last performance in 1902, when it blew the roof out of Ackley Town Hall. Ethelred the Ever-Ready, medieval, dates unknown, famous for taking offence at nothing and cursing innocent bystanders, died in jail. Felix Summerby, 1447 to 1508, inventor of cheering charms. Greta Catchlove,
1960 to the present, author of Charm Your Own Cheese.
Gaspard Shingleton, 1959 to the present, celebrated inventor of the self-stirring cauldron. Honoria Nutcombe, 1665 to 1743, founded the Society for the Reformation of Hags. Gideon Crumb, 1975 to the present, plays bagpipes with the popular wizarding band the Weird Sisters. Gifford Ollerton, 1390 to 1441, famous giant slayer, killed the giant Hengist of Upper Barmton. Glover Hipworth, 1742 to 1805, inventor of the pepper-up potion, cure for the common cold. Gregory the Smarmy, medieval, dates unknown, famous originator of Gregory's Unctuous Unction, potion to persuade the drinker that the giver is their very best friend, alleged to have wormed his way into King Richard's confidence and thus made his fortune. Laverne de Montmorency, 1823 to 1893, inventor of many love potions. Havelock Sweeting, 1634 to 1710, unicorn expert, helped set up unicorn reservations throughout Britain. Ignatia Wildsmith, 1227 to 1320, the witch who invented flue powder. Herman Wintringham, 1974 to the present, plays lute with the popular wizarding band the Weird Sisters. Jocunda Sykes, 1915 to the present, famous for flying across the Atlantic on a broomstick, the first person to do so. Gondoline Oliphant, 1720 to 1799, famous for studies of life and habits of trolls, clubbed to death in the Cotswolds while sketching. Flavius Belby, 1715 to 1791, only wizard ever to survive a Lethifold attack. Justus Pillywickle, 1862 to 1953, celebrated head of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. Curly Duke, 1971 to the present, plays lead guitar with the popular wizarding band the Weird Sisters. Bertie Bott, 1935 to the present, inventor of Bertie Bott's Every Flavour beans. Leopoldina Smethwick, 1829 to 1910, first British witch to referee a Quidditch match. Queen Maeve, medieval, dates unknown, legendary witch who trained young sorcerers in Ireland prior to the establishment of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Helga Hufflepuff, medieval, dates unknown, co-founder of Hogwarts, gave her name to one of the 4 Hogwarts houses. Mopsus, ancient Greek, soothsayer who vanquished the seer Calchas in a contest of their powers. Montague Knightley, 1506 to 1588, wizard chess champion. Mungo Bonham, 1560 to 1659, famous wizard healer, founded St. Mungo's Hospital for Magical Ailments and Injuries. Myron Wagtail, 1970 to the present, lead singer of popular wizarding band The Weird Sisters. Norval Twonk, 1888 to 1957, died saving a non-magical child from a runaway manticore, posthumously awarded the Order of Merlin, First Class. Orsino Thruston, 1976 to the present, plays drums with the popular wizarding band The Weird Sisters. Oswald Beamish, 1850 to 1932, pioneer of goblin rites. Beatrix Bloxham, 1794 to 1810, author of The Toadstool Tales, a series of children's books since banned because they have been found to cause nausea and vomiting. Quang Po, 1443 to 1539, Chinese wizard who discovered the uses of powdered fireball eggs. Rowena Ravenclaw, medieval, dates unknown, co-founder of Hogwarts, gave her name to one of the 4 Hogwarts houses. Roderick Plumpton, 1889 to 1987, seeker for England Quidditch team, holds British record for fastest capture of snitch during game, 3.5 seconds. Roland Kegg, 1903 to the present, president of English Gobstones team. Blenheim Stork, 1920 to the present, expert on the non-magical and author of many books, including People Who Notice, a study of awareness of magic in the non-magical. Dorcas Wellbeloved, 1812 to 1904, founder of the Society for Distressed Witches. Thaddeus Thurkel, 1632 to 1692, famous for producing 7 squib sons and turning them all into hedgehogs in disgust. Celestina Warbeck, 1917 to the present, popular singing sorceress. Alberta Tootill, 1391 to 1483, winner of the All England Wizarding Duelling Competition of 1430, famously overcame the favourite Samson Wiblin with a blasting curse. Sasharissa Tugwood, 1874 to 1966, pioneer of beautifying potions, discovered pimple-curing properties of bubotuber pus. Wilfred Elphick, 1112 to 1199, first wizard to be gored by an African erumpent. Xavier Rastrick, 1750 to 1836, flamboyant wizard entertainer who vanished unexpectedly while tap dancing to a crowd of 300 in Painswick and was never seen again. Heathcote Barbary, 1974 to the present, plays rhythm guitar with the popular wizarding band The Weird Sisters. Merton Graves, 1978 to the present, plays cello with the popular wizarding band The Weird Sisters. Yardley Platt, 1446 to 1557, serial goblin killer. Hengist of Woodcroft, medieval, dates unknown. Driven away from his home by non-magical persecutors, Hengist is supposed to have settled in Scotland, where he founded the village of Hogsmeade. The 3 Broomsticks Inn is alleged to be Hengist's old home. Albric Grunion, 1803 to 1882, inventor of the dung bomb. Dymphna Firmage, 1612 to 1698, famously abducted by pixies while on holiday in Cornwall and lived in mortal dread of them thereafter. failed to persuade the Ministry of Magic to have all pixies humanely destroyed. Daisy Doddridge, 1467 to 1555, first landlady of the Leaky Cauldron. Harry Potter, the boy who lived. Albus Dumbledore, currently headmaster of Hogwarts.